Hey there, gang. Welcome back. I've got another video here for you. This is a different one for me. I put out sort of a question, just sort of a post to YouTube, to my followers, and about, what kind of content you might like to see from me. I've got a list of things that I'm compiling, and I've got a pretty good list going, but I did have one from somebody named the Silencer 6736, and I think it's a he. The avatar is what looks like a he. It says, "I'd like to see your character acting approach for video games, script analysis." Okay. Well, I say this is a new one for me because, this is the first video I've done as a suggestion from a viewer, so that's awesome. Thank you, Silencer. Appreciate the input. And I've never done a performance video before. It's always been more on either the business side or philosophical side about being in this business, or more technical stuff about setting up a recording space, that kind of thing. So I'm happy to dig into some acting because that's where I got started, acting. On stage, primarily. I've done a little bit of on-screen work, TV commercials, that kind of thing. But yeah, and I love doing character work. I don't get to do nearly enough of it. Most of my stuff is commercials and corporate narration, e-learning, that kind of stuff. So I'm happy to do this with you. Okay, so boy, character work. That could be a whole series of videos, but I'm going to kind of briefly go over things that I keep in mind for script analysis or character analysis, and that is to start with sort of the character archetypes. And if you've heard of the character archetypes before, I think there are a dozen of them, typically, but you can branch off from those. You think of things like heroes and villains, nobility, everyday people, business people like bankers and lawyers and that kind of thing, maybe soldiers, all different kinds of characters. And archetypes mean that they have strong character traits that you can draw from. For instance, nobility would be, proper, upright standing, or upstanding person, honest. Well, maybe I'm getting hero and nobility mixed up here, but well-spoken, regal appearing and sounding. So they carry an air of confidence and maybe of, a high level of ego. A villain could be all kinds of things, the darker side of humanity. Everyday people are just like you and me, or court jesters like you and me. Actors. So anyway, that's a deeper discussion for another time. I want to get into more about what it's like, or what I do when I'm auditioning and acting in these kind of roles. First of all, when I'm auditioning, usually you're given like a cut sheet of some kind. And as a matter of fact, I have one here. So I'm going to change my screen here and show you this character breakdown here. Now, if it's a decent one, it will have, a paragraph of direction and sort of setting the tone, so what the game is about or the animation is about, the movie, and it will have a character photograph like we have here, this kind of scary looking dude, and it will have, of course, your copy for the audition. So when I am looking at a character that I'm interested in auditioning for, I want to see, is this something I can grab a hold of and make it my own? There are some character types that I just can't really. I've got like, I got nothing. I can't make a serious and sort of hard line decision about how to take that character on. I can't make a strong decision to make what I'm trying to say is I can't make a strong performance. Nothing's leading me to make a strong performance for that character, because that's what wins, is a strong decision, a strong performance, a direction that you're going to take in your audition that will hopefully capture the attention of who's ever doing the casting. Now, so use that info that's on the sheet to help direct you, to help you figure out what the casting director is looking for. Use the picture. Help that inform you about, what this character is like. And also use whatever descriptions you can find. And use your instinct. If you've done any acting before, you've had to play characters that were not yourself. And so use your instinct. Think about movies of characters that you've seen of this type and how they acted. What were their voices like? How did they move their body? Even though this is voiceover, when you're acting, body movement and body placement, posture makes a big part of the performance. If you're feeling it, we can hear it, so use everything you've got. Let's see. Bring and use that information to bring the emotion to your performance. It's all combined, your emotion, your physicality. It just makes it all seem more real. And a believable character is what people want. That's what casting agents are looking for. Believable characters, believable performances. Also, beyond what's on the page, use your imagination beyond what may have seen in movies or animations or other sources. Use your imagination. Bring this thing something that is your own, and that only you can do. I know that's hard to say, but just use your instincts, use your imagination, make it your own. Okay. Use your voice. Well, obviously your voice. Use your breath to help support your voice. Some characters are very demanding voice-wise. And so you need to take care of that. So don't go, try not to use everything you've got in a performance. The reason why I bring this up is because this character is angry and is intense. And so I'm going to be wanting to protect my voice when I perform this. Use your breath, use your posture, voice placement. Is it going to be right on the tip of your teeth, or is it going to be more subdued in the back of your throat? Figure those things out. How about your jaw placement? Or if you put your tongue here, does the character have a bit of a speech impediment or something like that? All these things help to define the character, and that makes the character more enticing, more exciting, more watchable. Okay? So I'm going to give this a go. Okay? Now, because he's going to be yelling, let's take a brief look at this. Well, he's called Beast. And what he is, deep-voiced. Well, I don't really have that deep of a voice, so I'm going to do what I can. Angry, tormented, racked with physical and emotional pain. So let me just read right through this just briefly. Stop pleading for your life. If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of bringing you back here. I want you, no, I need you to understand what you and your people have done. Look at me. I said, look at me. You fear me, but you made me. This twisted mess of flesh, bone, and blood that stands before you is the result of your team of scientists trying to play God. But God would not be so hateful and reckless, and you must face the consequences. Okay, yeah, this is big. This is a big dramatic scene here. I'm imagining, set yourself up. Imagine what this character is doing. The first line there, stop pleading for your life. Okay, if I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of bringing you back here. So this Beast character brought this person back to someplace isolated where he could talk to him or maybe do other things in some sense, with some sense of privacy, away from their safe zone. So it looks like, because there are no vehicles there, it looks like he's just standing amongst a bunch of rubble, kind of a post-apocalyptic scene here from the picture. It looks like his skin is weathered. Even if he has skin, there's so much muscle definition. Maybe he's got perhaps burn marks. There's no hair. Maybe he's been in a fire. Who knows? Maybe radiation burns, something like that. Painful. Says he's racked with physical and emotional pain. So this is asking for a big performance. So that's what I'm going to try to give it. Okay. And because I'm going to be yelling here, I'm going to turn my gain down on my audio interface. So bear with me while I play with my audio here. Okay. There, I've dialed that back a bit. I'm probably a little on the low side right now, but I'm going to take a couple moments here and kind of get into this character a little bit. I want to feel my breath. I want to feel my blood. I want to feel the emotion, the pain, the being treated like a worthless dog or something in the streets. Okay, I'm going to give this a go. Stop pleading for your life! If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of bringing you back here. I want you, no, I need you to understand what you and your people have done. Look at me. I said, look at me! You fear me, but you made me! This twisted mess of flesh, bone, and blood that stands before you is the result of your team of scientists trying to play God! But God would not be so hateful and reckless! And you must face the consequences! Okay, let me adjust my gain again. Okay, I'm feeling a little lightheaded there. I can feel my blood surging. I can feel a little dewy. I can feel a little perspiration on my brow line here, or my hairline. I'm feeling it. Hopefully that came across. Now, I've been in situations before where I remember there was one performance I was doing as a soldier, and it was another kind of heavy emotional piece. And the first take or two that I did of it, I felt it, man. I felt it. And I listened back. I was self-directing on this one. I didn't have the here, let me go back to my previous screen. I didn't have the opportunity to be working with a director in the scene. I prefer to be directed. I love being directed. Anyway, I'd be listening back to my performance, and I was like, meh, meh. I felt like I was really giving it my all, but it's just like, that's not enough. I wasn't there yet. So sometimes you got to work on that. And I'm not going to go back and listen to what I just did here. It's just just trying to give it a shot. Maybe I'll get the job. No, this isn't real. Not a real audition, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little sample of what my process is when thinking about and going through and analyzing a character and what that might sound like when I'm bringing it. Okay. Anyway, please feel free to comment. Criticize me. I don't care. But if you'd like to leave me more ideas of what you might like to see from my videos, please comment below. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, I hope that you are enjoying your voiceover journey, and and that you have a great day. I'll see you soon. All right? Thanks.